Viewer discretion advised. This show has explicit language. The views and content do not reflect the views of YouTube or NY Styles. We do not own these videos and are property of their respected owners.
What's going on? It's your boy Caesar, aka Legendary Cuts.
Christian, aka the Unaffiliated Barber. Welcome back for another episode of Barber Talk. Gotta make sure my microphone's picking me up.
Check. 1, 2.
No,
We're at a different scenery. As you can see, we're in a barber chair. Yeah, we're in a different location.
we're actually at the shop that we work at.
NY Styles Barber Shop.
I just want to reiterate thank you to everybody who's following us.
Yes, because we're also growing in ourselves. So we're like, in this episode, in all our episodes, you see our progression, so it's different. You see me, and I apologize because I smoke, so I smoke right before the show, so I tend to get a little drowsy, low, so
a little baked.
Not in that, so I'm gonna pour up a drink, we'll start it off.
While he pours that, I just want to, now that we're on audio podcast, so if you're listening on Apple, you're on Spotify, Amazon Music, we're going to try to be more vocal in our descriptions. Yeah. Because obviously you're not watching, you're listening.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully try to talk about more in depth of the barbershop community, the business side of it, the culture, the everything that involves. It's not just a storefront and barbers cutting hair. There's more to that, I feel like it's been growing throughout the years and it's been killing it. You got a lot of dope barbers, you got a lot of lazy barbers, it's who you really surround with. And honestly, I'm glad I work at NY Styles, with you're nasty with designs, your fades are crazy, so I feel like we're at a good place. You gotta be at a good place. If you want to be a barber that wants to be in competitions, you want to do all this shit, I feel like you gotta be around good people.
Yeah, you gotta be able to grow, and you gotta be at a spot that's willing to help you grow. You can't be at a spot that's we just do skin fades and crew cuts.
Yeah, because I know barbers that don't like doing scissor work. That they.
I used to hate scissor work. I used to not want to do any scissor work.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I hate doing it because I'm not good at it yet. But I'm growing. I'm better than I was yesterday or the day before that. Because I want to grow, so I keep doing it. And the more you keep doing it, you're going to end up getting better at it. That's just how it works, but you also got to want to do it,
You got to be around people who are also doing it with you. Because if you're in a stagnant spot, you're going to become stagnant. You can't just say you're going to be the best in a shop that is okay with being mediocre. Because you're going to be the best at mediocre. You're not going to be the best, period, So you got to just keep on trying to move forward.
Yeah.
But we're going to change our segments up. We're going to change up our topics that we do so that we're helping the community a little bit more, exposing, Caesar's going to be doing financials and budgeting shit every week for you guys. I'm gonna try to keep my complaints to companies. I know I have a lot of complaints about customers and barbers, and I'm gonna try to keep them to companies. Don't get me wrong, if I have a really bad complaint about a specific person,
oh my God,
I'm going to put it out there. But I'm gonna try to keep myself G-rated on who I target.
All right. Well, since we're on the topic of complaints of like instead of like talking about clients and all that, I want to complain about a client today. What the f, bro? I had before we even opened, you know, I had an appointment coming up, and
I was here for that. That's why I'm laughing.
So some guy comes in and decides to ask for a haircut. I'm like, okay, we're not open till 12, but you know. He's like, oh, please, I gotta go somewhere. I'm like, you know what? I got it. First of all, this guy has a big puffy jacket. It's cold outside. I get it.
Yeah, my man had a puffy goose down jacket on.
With the fur and everything. But that didn't mean he sat in my chair, and then he had the odor, bro. Like, he smelled like shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, I smelled it over here.
And then this guy, I'm like, all right, can you take off the jacket? My man.
He tried to warn you, though.
Yeah, but I thought he had like
he did try to warn you.
or something, you know? He said
what
he
the
just
fuck?
came out the gym, whatever.
I turn around and I see my man's baby on his chest. His tattoo of his son on his chest.
No shirt.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And then
I'm like, yo, I gotta find this nigga shirt.
This guy, you blessed him with a shirt, but and then not even the whole time he's on his phone, and I hate. Depending how your posture is, there's people that they're on their phone. I'm like, we have good posture and you're standing up like that, back up, and you're on your phone like that, that's fine. You know, I don't care because you're not, whatever. It's when people are like this. It's like, how you want me to cut your hair when you're like this? And then
posture of like a 12-year-old playing fucking Roblox on their phone.
And then when I try to move you up,
you fight it.
They're fighting. Yeah. They're like fighting. I'm like, and then even if I get them up, 2 seconds later you see them go right back down. You know, like what? Like I deal with that with kids, but that's understandable because they don't really know. You know, they just they want to play video games, they want to watch whatever cartoons on their phone just to get distracted. I'd rather that than someone fighting grown ass
man. This is like, you know? I gotta look at my phone.
Yeah, like.
What is so important that you had to rush the haircut? That you had to have. Yeah. But you gotta. That's that important.
He kept touching his hair. Like I kept stopping, and then kept touching it. Stop. I couldn't do it.
No,
everybody knows.
It was bad.
Everybody knows I take like an hour and a half.
My man was out
for a haircut.
15-20 minutes.
He was out in 15-20 minutes with a good ass haircut.
The rage got to you. That's why.
Yeah, I was kind of a little angry. That was my complaint. I was a little angry, so maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just got cut angry and to cut faster. Maybe that's the missing key.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do it.
Nah, fuck that guy.
No, I mean, you know what what bothered me? I don't care if you tip me $1. I don't care if you tip me 50
He said he was gonna bless you.
Yeah.
And he gave you what?
$5.
Yeah.
And not even that, I gave him the 15-minute cut out the door, but the amount of like frustration that should at least bump to at least 10. Make it look like, all right.
Nah, my man's the worst.
Not even that I squeezed you in.
Yeah, like we weren't even open yet.
Yeah.
Nah.
Fuck it. Lemon Tree's right down the block.
Yeah, it's right over cross street. But
that was my complaint. That was my rant. Yeah. And I'm usually a nice person. Like I don't really talk about it. I don't judge, but I do be like, all right, he was a little weird.
Nah,
he was a little off.
Shit.
He's a dick.
He was just asshole. All of the complaints balled into one human being. That was him.
Thanks.
But what was my complaint? Oh, before Caesar went to his complaint, I was going over what the segments were going to be. We have Caesar doing the financials. That's every week. I'm going to have my complaint. Hopefully it's not too much every week. We're going to have a product of the week like we've been doing before. Like you guys seen us pull out shit and show it to tell you to get it because it's awesome. And then we're going to do our weekly barber shout-outs. Some of these people don't even know that we exist. Some of the people we're not friends with. We just follow them on Instagram. Some people we do know. And they don't get the shine that they deserve. So we're going to put them out too. So Doing
Yeah.
a shout out every week too.
We gotta support each other.
Yeah, because like again, the barber community, we gotta start like being a community and not just like haters. So yeah, we are gonna do Caesar's segment, the financials and budgeting for barbering, and I'm letting him run, do his thing.
One thing I want to say is that everybody that's a new barber, an OG barber that's been in the game for 10, 15, 20 years plus, so on and so on, and the new barbers that are in barber school and or just want to learn how to cut before they want to know the business before they start knowing, before they start wanting to learn how to cut. You got to know the business side of it, or how to budget your money and how to save money, because once you go in that industry, you're not working. I mean, you are technically working for somebody unless you're a shop owner. But some places, most places, well, some places rent, some places don't rent, do commission, whatever, so on. But you got to claim your own taxes, so you have to budget. You have to fill out certain type of forms. You know, you got to do certain type of things to get paid. Because a lot of people, especially young barbers, they want to work off the books. You know, they don't want to claim taxes.
That shit comes back to bite you in the ass.
Not even like, that.
You can't get a car. You can't get a house. You have no work history.
You can't show proof that you make income. They're gonna question you.
That shit comes back to bite you in the ass.
So you make money, you save money without paying taxes.
Oh yeah, I got tax-free money, but
you want credit cards. They're not gonna accept you. They're not gonna approve you. They're not, like certain banks need that proof. They need that income. Well, no, not even certain banks. All banks, you need to show income. So you need to file your taxes. You need to learn how to budget, because in this industry, the cash comes and goes. Like, you don't have a W-2. Well, I mean, you for yourself, but if you work for a company, you're not gonna.
Well, there's ways you could do a 1099.
You could do a 1099, a 1040.
You can do Booksy. Booksy, you can charge tax, and it tells you how much tax you had too. So you're not owing shit, because you know how much you put that every month. It tells you how much tax you collected. Put that shit in the bank, and then whatever quarter, if you pay quarterly, every end of the year you can pay that shit all in one shot. Just put that money every month away. That's why I like some of the apps, but they help you so you're not fucking yourself in the long run too, because you're paying your taxes and you can do a tax return. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
No. You that's a valid point. But yeah, you need to stay on top of that, because if you don't show income, you can't buy a house, you can't buy a car, you can't apply for credit cards, you can't do none of that, because they're gonna be like, you don't have a job.
Yeah.
The
fucking Booksy got me my car loan because I had proof.
Yeah.
But without Booksy, I wouldn't have a car right now.
Yeah.
Or I'd have some piece of shit. So
we're gonna get into that, but Booksy gives you that advisory that you need for to maintaining your incoming, your profits, your tips. They can manage that, but you gotta take the step to fucking look at it. Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, I'll use Booksy just to get a booking at.
Yeah, no. You gotta actually use the app to its fullest. But there's all apps that do the same thing.
Yeah. You use Booksy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I use Get Squire.
They have all of the same features?
They have that. Yeah. Actually, I don't use them, but I would. But you said, you have to look into it and use it. Yeah. I don't use it because I have an accountant. I have that does.
Yeah, all of you guys can do the same thing. Get an accountant. You can get the fucking H&R Block fucking app. Yeah. And just put your money in there, every week.
And
You have to. That's the thing with these.
But that's the thing. If you don't know, it does not mean that you're dumb, or whatever. These people are here for that reason.
Yeah, they do it so that you don't make mistakes.
Yeah, so that's what they went to.
So you're not paying back taxes.
Yeah,
like
they're there to help you. You ask all the questions that put you in the right direction. But there's a lot of accountants that
no, that's one thing that like
you gotta trust them too.
Nobody told me as a young barber was like you're responsible for your own taxes. You're responsible for everything. Like they just like, oh yeah, here's money. And
it's like, ooh, quick money, the tip.
I could buy Jordans, I could buy fucking assistant for my car, but not like how many years later, I can't buy a house. Now I'm starting to do my shit correctly, and I get money towards a house and credit towards a house, and banks can see I exist. The government knows I exist, but it took how long for me to fucking figure that out.
Yeah. So if you're like up and coming barber, trying to learn the industry, or even if it's like you're trying to make the decision right before you start learning how to cut, you have to fill out the form 1040, I believe, the form. That's like the main form that you got to file.
I don't know the actual name of it.
The individual form, like if for like a self-employed.
Yeah. But do that.
But besides the form, like you need to budgeting. That's one thing. Like I said before, money comes and goes. When you're cutting, you charge whatever you charge. Either they pay. Most people pay with cash. Some people pay with card, Apple Pay, whatever it is. But money comes in quick and money comes out fast. Goes out fast. So you gotta learn how to budget. Because next thing you know, you go out and buy products, you buy tools, you get the fucking poppies that come in the store that be like, yo, supplies, and then you're like, all right, I need this, I need this, I need that. Shit adds up, and next thing you know, like the shit that you spent, that was like 4 or 5 cuts that you spent on the day you were there. So you got to budget, you got to write down everything you make that day.
Also, with buying supplies, if you're doing your taxes,
as a write-off.
It's a write-off.
It's a write-off.
But I don't want to.
But there's also special form that you got to do.
Yeah, I don't want to do like bombard everybody with like too many things. I say like I don't want to go into like the tax thing now. I would like the write-offs now. I don't want to go into like reinvesting now, like and hit you with like 17 things. and like lose you and lose the focus that Caesar's trying to stay on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna tell you the things that you need now. Yeah. I mean, not all the things, most of the things that you need now, but throughout the times I'm gonna get into like
get
what
more in depth. Yeah,
each form really does for you, because all these certain forms are. Sometimes it depends on if you're trying to open up a shop, or you're trying to be a shop owner, or you're trying to sell products, or you're trying to sell merchandise, whatever. There's certain forms that you can fill out that will get you.
And they're state specific too. So like some stuff.
If you were as a barber, then you know, like a 1040 form. That's all you really need to, as a self-individual employer. That's what you really need to focus on. But to claim taxes, your estimated like what you make yearly, you know, like shit like that, and budgeting, savings, you know, because you need to know what you make, because that shit goes in and out.
Yeah.
You know, there's a new clipper out the week, and it comes out that week, and you want it. Like you need everything now.
I recommend, like, I know a lot of people don't like it because they like getting their I recommend an app for everybody, because that shit shows exactly what you made that day. There's no question about it. There's no like, if you use that, like you use whatever app and you actually use it, boom. Last Tuesday I made $417. The Wednesday after I made this much, and it's right there written in your fucking face. How much did I make in tips? How much did I make in, like, like if you're like, you're bad with budgeting, definitely use an app.
Yeah.
And use the fucking app.
Yeah, use it because that'll keep you track. And
Yeah.
it'll do like a graph setting. You know, like it'll show you like your progression.
Like obviously
like
it has.
you did this much cuts. You know, and
Yeah.
it'll show you like your slow week, your slow month, your busy month. You know, it'll keep on track if you stick with it, and like, actually use it. Like you said.
I would definitely like recommend an app because it's like you don't use that, then you're writing shit down. You look like a fucking you look like an accountant writing down fucking how many people's haircuts, how many clippers, how many, like it's a pain in the ass.
So I use this. So I just have a little notebook. I write down all my cuts plus a tip. I write down if it was card cash, Zelle, Venmo, or whatever it is, and then I use this book that I purchased online. I don't know the name, but on next episode, the next financial episode, I'll talk about the book that I have. It's called the Barber Bible, but it just keeps on tracks all your finances, your expenses, all your it keeps everything down. You can write notes, and then it'll show you what you make yearly, monthly, and it'll tell you if you follow it. It'll tell you like when was your busiest time of the year or the slowest time of the year, so you know how to budget and save in that period of time. You know, so I'll get into that book down further into the episode, but yeah, you gotta write everything down because that's what's really going to keep track. And no one's going to keep track because a lot, like when you go into 9 to 5, you punch in, you punch out. That machine keeps track of your shit, you know.
Yeah.
In the barbershop community, when you're a shop owner or rent your booth, you rent the booth or whatever it is, you're not clocking in. You're clocked in that first haircut you do, you know? So that you gotta write down what you make because no one's gonna tell you. No other, your boss, the shop owner, or your co-workers aren't gonna keep like, oh, Caesar, you came in this time, you did this many hours, we're gonna pay you. You know, no one's gonna do that but yourself. So you definitely gotta write everything down. Yeah, what else? Pricing. That's big. I feel like that's big in the community right now. Set prices on haircuts, you know. That's also determines how much you're going to be making a week and how many heads you have to cut to make that quote, you know. So I feel like pricing is definitely a big thing because, as we know,
I feel like
pricing has went from $10 haircuts to normal $40 haircuts. You know, that should be $40, $45, that should be minimum, you know, before you start getting to the upper, which most barbers, that's their goal, you know, they want to charge $60, $70 haircut. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to provide the service
that's worth that,
you know. Like, I can find me a good barber that'll give me the nastiest fades, but doesn't know shit about me, doesn't want to know shit about me or nothing, and they'll charge me $25, $30, whatever, you know, and that's it. But if you're gonna start charging $60, $70, you're gonna want to put your service out there. You want to do something that the other barbers don't do. You know, to charge it, you have to be competitive, but also be reasonable. Because until you feel comfortable that you're at that price, because you're gonna lose clients when you raise their price, but that's fine because I would still talk to them, I would still respect them, but they're not. But there are other willing people to pay for that price. I feel like
there was a time when
but you have to feel comfortable. I'm not comfortable there.
There was a time when I got angry when I heard certain people were like charging certain prices, and I'm like, how does that make sense? I'm better than them. But then I'm like, yo, people are paying it. So is it wrong, or am I just too cheap?
It's not. Like I said, anybody could cut good hair.
My thing was like, yo, like
you're booked
this place was over there, whatever, was charging fucking 45, and we were charging 25. I see a tight, like, I'm doing a better haircut in a faster amount of time. I wasn't even worried about like them charging it. I was worried about like why are their customers paying that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I didn't care that they were charging it. Why are your customers willing to pay that? And then that was putting a block on me raising my own price.
Yeah.
Now, I've been cutting 20-something years. I'm charging what I'm charging. You don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yes, it really is that simple because you know what you're providing, and you're booked out every time I see you here, and we're cutting. You can cut walk-ins when you have the time, you know, but it's rare because you're always booked out because you provide good service. People like
that's another thing too.
Everything. Anybody can get a good haircut by anybody, but it's also you built a relationship. You cut kids' hair. The kids like you, you know, like and the parents like that, so they feel comfortable. So it's
no, but that's another thing too, though. Like with my pricing, like everybody, my pricing is fucking $45 a haircut, adult or kid. That's my pricing.
We'll get into that too because kids' prices should stay.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't go too deep into all of this right now. But like my like, it's 45 flat. I don't like cutting walk-ins because the walk-in price is cheaper.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to cut their hair. It's a simple fact that like I set a standard now. My haircuts are $45.
Yeah.
Why should this person come inside who I've never cut before, who's going to give me a hard time because they don't know how good I can cut hair, and pay $25? When my customers who've been coming to me for years are paying $45. That's why I don't like cutting walk-ins. It has nothing to do with like them as a person, their haircut. Like, I have a standard now for my clientele, and it's $45 a head. These 20, like if it's a walk-in that's requesting me as a walk-in, they sat over there and they're gonna pay $45 because my standard is $45 now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If it's like crazy in here, there's somebody sitting there for like 3 hours and nobody else can get them, I'm gonna do the shop standard price at $25. But it's not gonna be my regular thing. I'm not going to give him a shitty haircut because I don't want to do it either. But if somebody's requesting me as a walk-in, they're paying $45. It's that simple. Because somebody else could be making that appointment for $45. Why should they like request me for $25? I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
no, it makes sense. When I feel comfortable, if I raise my prices, I think I would tell a walk-in if I cut them, and I want them, like, if I build a relationship, I'll tell them that the cut's gonna be $25 this time.
Going forward, if you want to,
these are my prices.
You might as well make the appointment.
If you want to make the appointment with me next time and you like the haircut, this is just
that's normal. That's perfect.
Yeah, just because you're like trying to get them, because there's gonna be
some people that
like 45.
don't got it. Yeah,
that's it. I have customers like that's it.
Yeah, and then you got
like,
some customers.
I thought it would be more. And there's gonna be customers that can be like 45.
He's a kid.
What the fuck? They charge $25 down the road.
They charge
down the road.
$11 right across the street at fucking Lemon Tree.
Yeah, and not to discredit them, but
get what you pay for.
You get So like. There's a lot of people that go that route. Some people go out that they want the quality. Yeah,
like you got value versus quality. You get what you pay for. Some people are happy paying $11.
Yeah.
They don't care. As long as they get the sides cut and the top trimmed, $11 is good for them.
Listen, and then don't get discouraged.
I'm not the barber for you.
Yeah, I feel like people get discouraged when people like say even if they pay for it and they don't like their haircut and then they complain they spend that much money and they don't like their haircut. It's fine. People are not.
Maybe I'm not the barber for you.
Yeah, they're not. It's okay. Like,
and listen,
we are replaceable. to them, and that's fine.
Because they're replaceable.
Vice versa, you know, like we could fire them as they could fire us.
Because like yo, for
I'll
all
just block you on my app.
yeah, for every customer that cries about the price,
Fuck out of here.
there's a customer that will happily book that time for that price.
Yeah. And listen, I lost clients that because I take
Everybody's gonna lose clients when you raise the prices.
yeah, well, price yeah, and or. Some people don't like when you take forever on their haircuts, but that's fine. But I have clients that respect that, and you know, and we bullshit, and I built those connections. You know, they don't mind it. But then I lost clients because they're like, "Fuck, I'm late for work now," or you know, like
it's like
that's. But you gotta respect their time too, because you know, like they're paying you at the end of the day. You know, they're giving you money so you can pay your bills or go home, put food on the table. You know, they're not paying us, like you know, nobody else but they're paying them. So we need, you know, we need to satisfy them, like
and
what they want. But like the other day, this guy comes in and gets a haircut. He's just describing the hair. I couldn't give him exactly what he wanted, but he had like nice hair and everything. I saw potential. I'm like, I'm not doing this to you. You know? So, and that was scissor work. I'm telling you that this kid went from like, I looked at him, I showed him from when I was like halfway done. I'm like, listen, this is what I'm doing, and he's like, he's like, actually, you know what? I like this. I like this. It was like a traditional look, slick back hair, everything. He just wanted a number 2 on the side and short on top, enough to slick it back and everything. And I'm like, yo, you have a lot of hair, and if I cut it short, and not even that, he has a cowlick in the middle, so when you slick it back, it parts and right in the middle. And that shit, what he had, he would have
an undercut.
Undercut. He wouldn't have liked it. And once I finished the cut, I saw the vision, I did it, and he's like, I fuck with this. I was like,
nah, that's what's up.
But you also have to, you can't leave, you have to also tell them, because sometimes they don't know how to describe a cut, you know? Like they try to describe it.
Sometimes they tell you something
they're used
wild.
to going to another barber, and they'd be like, my barber used to do, I had to tell him to do this, and well, we're not him.
Yeah, so they know your head shape, they know your hair texture.
First time might come out really good.
They know your cowlicks.
Yeah. Sometime the second time but you have, because you got to get to know their hair.
Yo, every time I cut somebody new, I ask like a billion fucking questions before I even turn my clipper on. And some people like are huffing and puffing, like, why are you asking so many questions? Do you want the right haircut? Because that's why I'm asking you these questions. Like, I'm not asking you these questions because
I want you to come back.
And like, yo, like I talk shit about walk-ins. I say I have like an 80% turnover from walk-ins to customers because I ask those questions, because I take, like, I'm fast, but I still take my time. Like, I'll go out of my way to, like, yo, in the middle of the haircut, stop what I'm doing.
You think I could
You
think I could win a competition if it what is it, 15-minute fade?
Those niggas are nice.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Those niggas are nice.
I think you could do it.
No, I can't do it because I cut. Like I said, I cut fast, but like,
I should try to do it.
Them niggas nice.
I should try to do it. Yeah, right.
Yo, those dudes, like, they're doing full fades with just clipper over home.
I'll do the skin line in 15 minutes.
Yo,
that's it.
Those niggas are nice, bro.
Motherfuckers would be done when.
Yo, I think I could do it if I had the right client and I used my Octane a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if I use my Octane for 3/4 of the haircut, I can do it.
The only haircut I could do really fast
is Caesar.
That's true. It is. But nah, like a high skin fade with a 1 or a 2 on top.
Nah, yo, if I go to a fast fade competition, I'm doing scissor work on top just to shit on everybody. Yo, I wanted to do one of those traditional competitions.
That shit is. But I
feel like they're all rigged.
That shit makes me nervous when people have hair like that.
No, I want to do one of those.
And they get that. I have this one dude comes in here and he calls the shop. He calls the shop asking for me, and he wants no clipper, no nothing. Everything scissor.
Fuck
Like he
that.
wants to keep, but he wants to keep everything natural. Natural, like no, like don't.
Oh, no edge up? Then
no
yeah.
edge up, no nothing.
All
Just
right.
everything but he has a slick back hair. So when he comes in, that shit's poofy on the side.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
I have one customer like that, but like I talked him into giving this a slight taper that changed the whole fucking.
Oh yeah, but that shit, because that makes it pop. That's what I do with the
like yo,
oh, shit,
I
fuck
gave
with
him
this.
like it's not like a skin tape or nothing, but just enough where like it flows nice.
When what's it called? When I did this haircut, it felt good. I put the products in, blow dried it, did the traditional slick back and blew it out. That shit came out really nice.
Yo, it's nothing
and I
better.
mean, like he was satisfied and he was happy and he went in there. He came into the shop not knowing what he describing, thinking he's gonna get a different haircut. Came out with a different haircut. He was like, I fuck with this. But the satisfaction of you doing, I'm like, fuck, I did this. Like this shit.
I had one of those today with the little dude when his mom and dad were here.
Oh, is that when the incident with my shit happened?
Yes, yeah. The kid came in. He was like, whispering to his mom, like he didn't know like if I could do it because he never got it done before, and I'm like,
was it like that burst face?
Yeah,
that shit. That was hard.
And when he fucking seen it, he was just like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I like doing burst face.
And I put the product. Like I hate putting products in people's hair. You know I hate it. But I put the powder in. I put a little bit of the wax spray in. My man was hype.
Yeah.
He went outside, stared himself in the window, took his phone out, was like, oh. And he didn't want his mom to see him. She he ran to the other side of the car and took more pictures of himself. I'm like,
that's
all
the
right.
best feeling when you do shit like that, cause like you work hard for that feeling, you know, cause it's not like it's a craft, it's an art. Like, you know, people don't understand. Like, we take pride in this shit. We do what we do for this reason, to make you happy and to like feel like a compliment. We're strong. Like we executed the haircut strong. So I like that feeling.
Nah, that's awesome.
But what I gotta work on is fucking recording it.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of shit to cover.
Nah, I think
You're trying to do it the right way.
Yeah, I think. What do you say? You're gonna focus on like one thing a week.
Yeah.
Just so like it's not bombarding too much.
Yeah. So everybody like understand, like if they want to jot down notes.
Yeah.
Or re-listen to it, they can understand it more. But yeah, I'll be doing that, like
all right,
breaking it down throughout the week.
I don't want to bore you guys with too much shit today, so we're gonna do I'm not gonna do my complaint. I'll save that for next week. The complaint. It's not really. All right, I'll do it now. Cause yeah, no,
Get it over with.
Yeah, my complaint is
Get it off your chest.
Is Booksy.
Oh fuck.
I love Booksy. I was just saying how much I like Booksy for like financing and budgeting and everything. They're so fucking complicated to try to put a sale in.
A sale?
Yeah, or a sale to generate like percentage off.
Complicated, or they don't?
Super complicated. Like there's a way to do it, but I had to get on help. I had to do this. I had to do that. Like it was a pain in the ass. Got it done. Then I'm trying to set holiday rates. Never got it accomplished because it was 47 fucking steps.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's my one complaint. Booksy, if you can fucking make it easier for me to fucking use your app and charge people more for holiday rates because I don't want to be here and not get paid for it,
Yeah.
then yeah, make it easier. That's my complaint. Fix your fucking app.
Yeah. I mean,
like that's my complaint.
I don't know if my app does that either.
No, it does. They do it. It just make it impossible for you to fucking accomplish it.
Yeah, my app. You know, one thing I wish that my app could do. Booksy has a lot of like like you can leave reviews.
Yeah.
Customer reviews. Squire, get on that, please, because you need to. I need to know what my clients fucking. You know, I want them to write it a 5-star, 2-star. If they don't like it, that's fine. But I need to know what they
talk about that.
You know? So fix that, update that, get that.
Sorry, guys. But I was just trying to look up. I'm top rated in my area. I I think I got like almost 200 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Hype. And that counts. The fuck? We are in the barbershop right now, so phone does ring.
Let's see. NY Styles. No, he's not.
We're not even open.
This is
it's
Caesar.
9:30.
Caesar. Hello? He's not there. No.
This is the type of shit we gotta deal with.
Give me back. Can you call back in 2 minutes? Cause I'm in the show right now. We're doing a podcast recording. All right.
The fuck? Nah, fuck. We got shit to do. See, this is a shop. People know you're not open, and they still fucking call and ask you dumb shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was my complaint.
Product of the week.
But I'm going on to my product of the week. Ooh, that one's full. Fuck it. My product of the week.
Well, if it's full, that means
it's working.
Yeah.
I don't know which camera to look at. I'll do this one.
Show them what you got.
I got my Cobalt Mini toolbox. Yo, this thing is perfect. Put my blades in there. My guards. All my razors and shit. 20 fucking bucks at Lowe's.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I got 2 of them. So, 20 bucks at Lowe's.
Keeps you organized.
Keeps your shit where it needs to be.
And it looks dope
nice and clean on my station.
Looks dope.
Gets all the clutter out of here. I don't know which camera. This one. Gets all my clutter off my station. Nice and clean. Yeah. Cobalt Mini Toolbox is my product of the week. I know it's not really like a barber product, but it works
You can
for
get
barbering.
that at Lowe's, right?
Yeah, Lowe's, $20. Done. What's your product? Your product?
My product. Oh, I got two. Ooh, real quick. I'm gonna get this right here. I've been using this shit. So, with the cuts that I use on people, I use the Instant Stylecraft Instant X. Good fucking clipper. Good, powerful, light, quiet. Semi-quiet. But you feel the power on it, and you feel like you can hear like the cut when you're using. You hear the hair cut.
The crisp, ching.
You can hear that.
It's not like a master where you hear like the swords fighting, but
Super light.
the old master, not the fucking cordless bullshit.
Stylecraft, you did yourself with this one. I like the fact that you could change all different types of body styles on it. It always feels like you're always a new clipper. I definitely fuck with these. Instant X Stylecraft. My next product of the week, after the haircut, you gotta hit them with the aftershave. The Raldo aftershave, the limited edition urban. That shit is good.
They have another one that's a little darker blue that I like a lot.
Smells good.
Yeah, because I can smell it through the camera.
No, I can smell it. Smells good. But yeah, that's my product of the week. They have good products.
Nah, I like it. I like their products. And they got a dark blue one that I like a lot. I use in my studio.
They're good. I definitely fuck with them. Level 3 is always my go-to too. But
Geraldo's been stepping that shit up a lot.
For sure. They got good barbers too. For educators, they definitely have. I saw them at the CT Expo. Some of them nasty.
Maybe one day we'll have one of them on our show. Maybe one day we will be one of them.
You never know. It's up to you.
All right, and then we got I know it seems like we're kind of steamrolling through these segments at the end, but I just don't want to like over bombard you with shit. As we do this more, we'll get more fluid in all of our shit, and if you guys have any
questions
about anything that we go over, just DM us, comment, whatever. And we'll go over.
We're gonna be doing some cool stuff on the way too, like whatever giveaways. We'll have guests on our shit. We'll have whatever whatever we can.
Yeah, we got some things in the works for you, motherfuckers.
So stay tuned with that.
So keep on watching.
We're gonna keep trying to expand, keep getting bigger and bigger. So
we're gonna be doing giveaways. That's a given. But motherfuckers that are commenting, which are none of you, we look at we're at a point in our podcast where we look at every fucking comment. So if you're commenting every episode, you might get some shit.
Feel free if you have something negative to say.
Yeah, like yo, somebody on one of the shorts that I put up was like, yo, that face tattoo is scary. I'm like, the fuck? That's the first time I heard that. All right, whatever. But yo, I laughed and I wrote back. So like, write us, because the more you write, you might actually get something, because we interact with our fucking customers. No, customers. This barber talk. No, we interact with our viewers, our followers, our subscribers.
Yeah.
But on to our last segment of the day. We're gonna do our barber shout out. His name is Kev Cuts, but I don't know how, like, I'm gonna spell it out for you guys that ain't watching and don't got a little shit on the screen. It's _ Kev Cuts with 3 Z's. My man is 15 years old, cuts hair in a camper, trailer, some shit like that, and he's nice. He charges $15 for haircuts and $5 for designs. You're like, oh, $15 and $5 for designs? Designs are probably shit. No, look him up on Instagram. My man's designs are immaculate. His haircuts are fire. I haven't seen a lot of range with his cuts, because they're mostly Edgar's, but
Edgar's, man.
He is a master of his haircuts that he posts. He might need more range.
Some of this shit you showed me. This shit.
Yeah, he might need a more range to say he's a nasty barber. But for what he does, he's disgusting.
Yeah.
So shout out to you.
Yeah. Flowers.
Get them all. Because he's 15. He's fucking shit up. So like.
And then he put the time and work.
Yeah.
So that's what you put that time in. That's the results you get.
My man is nice.
So put that in mind, that how bad you want it.
My man is disgusting. But shout out to you, Kev. Again, his name is _ Kev Cuts with 3 Z's at the end. And I think that's it for today. Back to like we were saying in the beginning. Thank you everybody on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share. If you're listening on an audio platform, subscribe to it, download, let us know that you exist so we can keep on making it for you.
Yeah, and we're gonna get funny. We're gonna be talking about like more funny topics, more whatever. It's not gonna always just be boring.
Yeah. We just gotta get
it's gonna be the day in the life.
The data shit out of the way so we can go on. So like, bear with us now so we can flow later.
I mean, I don't think we're doing that bad.
No. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's always it's a lot for.
They don't want to hear that shit. Yeah. Fine, fuck it. I don't mean do it.
It's a lot for like. Just me talking is a lot.
Yeah.
So like.
I have a cotton mouth.
So yeah, bear with us until we had to get all of this shit out now for the funny shit later.
Yeah.
But this is Christian, the unaffiliated barber.
It's your boy Caesar, Legendary Cuts. Holla at us.
See you again next week.